Ah, oh, I don't know what's going on. Some days there is always something here at Stamps of Life and on Take Two Tuesday. Something always seems to go a bit crazy. It says this is April Fool's Day, but we're not fooling around here. We are definitely going to have some fun. We're doing better on the sound now, right? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. One of my connections is not going there. Remember last week I lost a camera connection over there, which would help us switch between cameras. That was gone. I got that bit fixed by just unplugging something. And now today, when we start off, the audio is kind of wonky, but I think we're good to go now. So welcome. Hi, my name is Ken. I'm here at the Stamps of Life in Southern California. I want to welcome all of you. Looks like everybody's getting here. I hope your April is off to a great start. Can you believe it's April already? April 1st. That means 1/4 of the year is gone already. 3 months. 3 months gone. Wow. I see a couple of you, that Oreo and toothpaste, April Fool's, that one's going to be a good one. I hope your husband notices before he eats that. Linda almost got me. Well, you kind of did get me, Linda, because you said there was no sound, and I was all, nah, she's just joking, but there really was no sound for a bit there, so that was a good one. Good morning, Barbara and Veer and Trisha, Deb, Donna R in Texas, Deborah, Damari, welcome all of you. There's Linda and Trisha, Karen. Awesome. So happy to have all of you here. We're going to have some fun today. So here, again, my name's Ken at the Stamps of Life. Once a week, we do this episode called Take Two Tuesday. What we do is we go back in time and we look at some items from the past here at the Stamps of Life. Today, I have a alphabet and number die set that is going to be really fun. And a lot of you, I think, have it. So don't forget to use it. And then also we're going to look at a combination of stamps and dies too. Some images with it. I think it has some sentiments and a couple little sentiments and a couple little characters and some clothing. So we'll take a look at that. We're going to have some fun today. I have some fun facts for, let me turn this off here real quick. I have fun facts for Easter. Not Easter, April Fools. We're not quite yet, not quite to Easter. So we will do some April Fools fun facts today. And then we do have a quiz also today. Now these quizzes we have not done that well on. So we're going to give it a try again. We'll do that a little bit later. And it has to do with, I think it's spring questions. So it is kind of all over the place. So I will definitely need your help. So hang in there. You remember our game so far is Family Feud, and we'll come back to that. I think I found another game that we can play here next week, but for this week, we're going to have a quiz, and that's where they give you like 4 options. And in the past, we have always got an F on that one, but we're going to see how we can do today. I bet we can do better. So it's kind of quiet here. Usually we have some more people here, so somebody's missing. Maybe they're busy today or out and about celebrating the first day of April. I keep wanting to say Easter, but it's April. What was I going to do? I was going to put my name up there so you guys know who I am. So again, if you have these items, awesome. If you don't have the items we're going to look at today, they are available on the website. Oh, mentioning the website, might as well flip to that here real quick. Of course, it's the 1st. So I was up early this morning and I mailed out, if you are a Stamp Club member or a Die Hard Club member, I put your stamps and dies in the mail this morning. So they are on the way to you. That is no joke, no April Fool's joke here. They are on their way to you. And if you want to join the club, I had that banner going through earlier. You are welcome to sign up. If you order today, if you sign up for the club today, your order will ship out today. And once you join the club, you start getting your club discount on the website where you can save between 15 and 20% depending on what clubs or combination of clubs you're in. You get a nice discount whenever you shop as a club member on the Stamps of Life website. So as I was saying, mentioning that, the website, I want to show you some new items because being the 1st, we have our April 1st sale on the Stamps of Life website. Now let me check it out. because I think the bundle might be getting low. So I want to check on that before. Just a couple left. So if you're interested in the April 1st bundle, the website shows there's 3 left right now. So that is getting low, very, very low. And I will go over the items that are on the website for you. Let me find that real quick. Where is that? I know I made an overlay for the website and now it is gone. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. I was just guessing. Oh, here we go. The one that says flash sale, Ken. That might mean the items that are on flash sale. So we are having a flash sale here at the Stamps of Life. I am going to show you what's on the website. I think this is going to be a really popular collection. Maybe you already received an email from us this morning, or you watched Stephanie's reveal last night. But we have these great new items that I want to share with you before we get started. So let's go ahead and do that. Tell me you can hear me still. Tell me you can still hear me. My setup here is just doing all kinds of weird things. So, hi, Grindelia. Hi, Janet. Welcome, all of you. Okay, so on the website, somebody let me know if you can hear me real quick just before I continue on. I think you can, but oops, I'm on the wrong side. There we are. Okay, yes, thank you. Let's see. So on the website, we have these new items. Of course, the bundle is down to just a couple of them there. But we will have, if you want to get any of these items individually, we have the koala, the leaf background die, and then the more koala stamps and dies, and then the koala stencils. Those all come in the bundle, where just a couple left. So if you think you want it, go order it right now if you think you want the bundle, because it is down to, it's showing me 3. I don't even know if there's still 3 right now. But I do have a few card samples for the first items that I wanted to share with you if you haven't seen those yet. So let's do that real quick. And hopefully that works. There we go. All right. So this is the Fold It, the koala Fold It, and it's got the little koala on there. That would be the club koala down there at the bottom. That's the one I mailed out this morning with the stamps and the dies going out. If you're in the club, that is on its way to you. Remember, with the Fold It, you can do a top opening, or I don't have a side sample, but you could also do it on the side. So that's an option with your Fold It. And this is that leaf background. It's really neat, really kind of an ornate design. It really adds a lot to your card front in this situation. Hello, it says. And then here's one featuring the club stamp there. And also it looks like it has the, is that the stencil on here? I think it's the, no, I'm not sure what the background is on that one, but some fun background there. Cute one. It says your quality friend. And then we also have, this is definitely the more koalas there. Stamps and dies being used on a slimline card. So that is all on the website. If you haven't stopped by, do that. And again, the bundle is just about out, but it is, my last check, there were 3 left. What else? This, what's going on? Coming up this week, we have Crafting Corner later in the week, so don't miss out on that. Okay. And then, where did that go? What did else? I know I wanted to tell you something else, but now I forget what it was. I got that. This is the Crafting Corner Thursday. Will be on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, so don't forget that. That'll be Thursday night. But there was one other thing. Oh, maybe I have it on my notes here. Oh. I think I know now. So I said that I did that. Oh, no, I think I covered everything. Wow. But a question for you, because we like to do an icebreaker around here and kind of get everybody involved. So if you haven't jumped in the chat yet, or if you haven't, like I asked the question at the beginning, are you playing in an April Fool's prank or joke on anybody? I saw a couple comments there. But my question for you is there a TV show that you really love right now? It can be an oldie or it can be something new, something that you watch maybe on regular TV or Netflix or Hulu or HBO. What else did I put down? Peacock, any of those streaming. Do you have a favorite show that you enjoy watching right now? Go ahead and post that in the comments. Stephanie and I have been watching a couple of shows, but they're okay. They're okay. They're not bad, but they're not great. We've been watching this show on Netflix, The House of David, and it's kind of okay. It's a lot off of just what you find in the Bible, so they add a lot of extra, but it's fair. And then also on Netflix, we were watching a show called The Diplomat, and we're about halfway through that, and it's okay too. And then I think we watched we have Peacock, so we watched like half of the Wicked movie, but we only made it halfway through. I'm not much for, it's weird because I do like music, but when it comes to a movie, I'm not as much into when they're singing like the movie. So I think that one's my fault. I gave up. So if you have a favorite, go ahead and post that in the comments, something that you really enjoy watching right now. Some of the time I like to find old shows to watch, but I haven't done that for a while. So I'm gonna have to start thinking of some old shows. Some shows I used to watch, I think it's because my dad used to watch, was like Mary Tyler Moore Show. I like that. I haven't seen that for a long time. Three's Company, Happy Days. I haven't seen that. Different Strokes. Gosh, all these old shows are coming back to me now that I think about it. Of course, I Love Lucy, but that's going way back. So you see, like, I like all this old stuff. It's kind of weird, but I think the old shows are probably better than the new shows. What do you think? I could be wrong. I just don't watch that much of the new stuff. I watch lots of sports. I got the MLB app. They gave it free to us with whatever phone company we have. So I get to watch lots of baseball this year. And basketball Final Four is coming up. So that's the kind of stuff for me. So I hope everybody is doing awesome. Yeah, some of you guys are coming up with some good ones. Golden Girls. Everyone loves Raymond. Love NCIS. Oh, yeah. Okay, great. So if you have a favorite show, make sure you add it. Okay, we're trying to get everybody involved. So this is your chance to get involved and post if you have a favorite show that you're watching right now. And it can be from any location, something that you really like. It could be something old. It could be something new. What else was I going to say? Let's get rid of that one. So we did that. I think we're going to get started here in just a second. Why not? We are ready to go. Oh, if you are watching this at a later time, that's what I was going to say. Go ahead and post your comments down below. Any of the questions we ask, we want you to join in the fun. So down in the comment section below me, after this is taped and posted, you can answer any of the questions down below. If you need prayer for anything, or if you want to comment about any of the products, or you have questions about them, add the questions, add the comments down below. And of course, like Stephanie always says, if you're watching later at a later time, right, watching later, watching replay, that helps out a lot, just so people know that YouTube knows that there's people interested in our videos and that kind of stuff. So we appreciate you doing that. We want to get discovered by more and more people. And so we appreciate your help. So anytime you like or share or any of that kind of stuff, that helps us a lot too. So don't forget that. Okay, let's get rid of that. And I can add my name here for a minute. And let's see, where am I? See if that's all working. Good. Okay, we are going to start now. We have our first items we're going to look at. These are the striped alphabet and striped number die sets. These are going back a little bit in time. Let me see how far back they are. I will show you here. Striped alphabets and dies. I believe these were both on HSN at one time, I believe. And these are going all the way back to November of 2020. So we're talking 4.5 years ago. 4.5 years ago. You get a bunch. You get the shadow die on the alphabet. Also on the numbers, you get, let's see, we're just going to look these up real quick because you get a lot in these. So I want to show you what you get. No. Come on now. Oh, what did I do? Striped. I have to type that back in again. Okay, striped should come up. There it is. So let me pull up. Yeah, they both were on HSN and they are listed as retiring. I don't think we're low in stock, but they are listed as retiring coming up. So let me show you these here on our website. There we go. And again, like I said, you do get quite a bit. How many dice? 54 dice. Wow, 54. So it's going to give you the shadow and the letter itself. You can see all the letters that you have there. A ton of great samples. Stephanie's got a video on there. Let's look at the card samples here. There's all the dies you would get. Hello, and I do have a bunch of samples here that I can share with you too. Thanks, prayers for you. 2020 grad. See, we're going back in time. When you add the years and the numbers to things, things can get dated, right? Even on our website, Noel. So you've got this nice font. Well soon, get well soon. That's a good one. Love you too, it says. Bunch of good stuff there on the website. Now, if you scroll down, you're going to see the numbers. They're right there. And this is one it's going to make life a lot easier if you use it with adhesive sheets. So when I die cut today, I am going to use some adhesive on adhesive sheets to make this a little bit easier. I believe, let me see, I believe you get is this available? Let me check. I have this little extra book. I'm not sure that we have it on the website, so I'm going to check real quick. So what you do is you go over to extras, and let's see if this book is on there or not. Going back a little bit in time. Do I see it? Nope. I see a alphabet book there. Oh, no, that's dotted. So I do not see this on the website. So this is a real exclusive. This might have only gone out with the HSN shipment. That's what I think might have happened because I don't see it listed. There's none of these that are called striped. I see some of the other ones have it, like the punch alphabet and the dotted alphabet. These books would both be helpful because they would give you ideas. You would just substitute out the striped dies instead of, in this case, the dotted or the punch. So you do have ideas there. But this book is not on the website. Did not make it on there, just so you know. Okay, I'm going to show you the samples I have here with me. And I do have some nice ones. We'll put that over there. And let's see what we have. Few here. And I think we might have seen most of these on the website. But there's some fun different ones for us to look at. So let's take a look at those. And I'm going to go ahead and add this on there. Add that. Oops. Now we don't want to do that. Okay. And did I put that year up before? I think I did. So let's try that one more time. What happened? There we go. Switch over to my little desktop here. And I'll show you these samples. Here's a gingerbread man he's got 25. So he must have been a Christmas time little guy. Maybe he went on the tree for Christmas. And you can see the shadows along with the dies being used there. And then we have this one. It says blessing. It's a real nice fancy one using lots of letters. And then it has our little Noah's Ark guys on the inside. ×2. This must have been for twins. Ooh, exciting. Nice coloring there on that one. Blessings. Made it into kind of like it looks like an A2 card that was made into a book. So let me show you that one more time. I think it's kind of neat. So it kind of opens up that way. Usually I think of the A2 cards of opening up, but here's the sample where it's on its side. So welcome, little ones. And it is a little book. It's got a couple pages in there. Pretty awesome. And then we have a happy birthday. 1, 2, 3, 4 is highlighted. So it must be for somebody's 4th birthday maybe. And then happy birthday. We got a lot of happy birthdays out of these. Happy birthday. When you have the numbers, I guess that makes sense. And that's a 13. And then established 2016. Wow, I don't think these dies were around that far back, but somebody decorated that one. Established October 15th, 2016. A little love card, maybe for oh, it is happy anniversary. It says there on the inside. And then the last one is 2020 grad. 2020 grad. 2020 grad. Pretty nice. And speaking of that, next week, I think I won't like have them featured, but I'll show you a couple of Stamps of Life graduation items that are available on our website because it's almost graduation season. So it's time to start making graduation cards. Maybe you have somebody graduating. Our boys, Liam and Miller, I think I don't know if they have a graduation ceremony, but they will be leaving their preschool. This is their final year, and they'll be starting kindergarten next year. So that will be exciting. And I imagine there will be a graduation ceremony, but I know they do that. Like I remember being a kid having it for elementary and junior high, and of course high school, and going to like Stephanie's graduation in college or Kirsten's graduation. And Katie will probably be graduating pretty soon. Yeah, the way she's going. So that will, we have graduation seasons. There's always somebody graduating or moving up. So I will talk about some of those items next week. Let's see, let's go ahead and die cut these. See what we can do. Oh, let's see, before that, let's go ahead and do we're not going to do our trivia yet, but our information about, did I get that? No, doggone it. Oh, no. I have all the wrong tabs open over here. I don't know what I did. I think I opened them and then I started closing them for some reason, but I had some info about, oh, here it is. I did it. It's still open. So some information about about April Fool's Day. If you want to know this, great. It's kind of funny. It's celebrated all over the year. I thought it was going to be like an American thing, but there are a lot of people who celebrate it. So it says the exact origin of April Fool's Day is unknown, but it is believed to have started in France in the 16th century. The earliest recorded April Fool's Day prank was April 1st, 1698. It was a humorous story published in a London newspaper that stated that the moon was visible from the earth. I thought the moon was always visible from the earth. So I don't know how that's an April Fool's joke, but that's what it says. In Scotland, April Fool's Day is celebrated for 2 days on April 1st and 2nd. Wow, you can really go for it there if you're in Scotland. The second day is known as, I think it's Tally Day or Tally Day, where people play pranks, on each other's tails. In France, April Fool's Day is known as, it's like Poison de Avril, which means April fish. It's customary to place a paper fish on someone's back without them knowing. I'm glad they don't do that here. So what do? You just walk around and look to try to put a fish on somebody's back? That's kind of weird, don't you think? In India, it looks like Holi or Holi, the Festival of Colors, is celebrated on April 1st. It's a day of pranks, jokes, and laughter. And people play pranks on each other with colored water and powders. I wonder how that works out. Like you throw some water on somebody and then you throw some powder on them and like color them or something. I don't know. In Iran, April Fool's Day is celebrated on the 13th day of the Persian year, which is usually around April 1st. In medieval times, April Fool's was known as Hilaria. That makes sense. Hilarious. A day of games and pranks. People would dress up in costumes and play tricks on each other. There you go. In the United States, April Fool's Day became popular in the 18th century, and it's been celebrated ever since. And so 18th century would mean like in the 1700s, going back farther than I thought. The famous comic strip Peanuts, created by Charles Schulz, does anybody know this, featured a character named April Fool who played pranks on his friends. So character named April Fool. Does anybody remember that from Peanuts? A character named April Fool. And even funnier, it's a boy, because who played pranks on his friends? A boy named April. The town of Gotham in Nottingham, England, claims to be the place where the tradition of April Fool's Day began. Legend has it that the townspeople played a prank on King John, and he was so impressed that he granted them exemption from tolls. They got out of paying the government something. That's a good deal, right? They must have been really impressed. Yeah, I do not remember any character named April Fool. Teresa says no. Nope. I don't remember it either. So anyway, if you're into Peanuts or Charlie Brown or Snoopy or any of that stuff, does anybody ever heard of April Fool? I never heard of that. It's fun when we go to Knott's Berry Farm with the kids. We usually take them there about once a month. That's an amusement park here in Southern California. It's kind of like Western theme, but they have a section of it called Camp Snoopy. And that's kind of rides geared to smaller guys like our guys. And what's fun is sometimes you go around the park and different characters are out. So from now on, I'm going to watch for April Fool, but I've never seen April Fool. I've seen Snoopy. I've seen Charlie. I've seen, who else? Linus, Lucy. Have I seen Pigpen? I think, is that one of them? We've seen a bunch of them, but I have not seen April Fool. All right, let's check these out real quick. See what we can do with these. I'm going to use the adhesive on these, and I'm going to die cut a couple of them and just show you how they come out together. I'm not going to make a card out of them, but I will show you how to cut and put them together, at least how I would. All right, my station is a little dark there, so let's get some lights going. Maybe. There we go. That helps. And we'll move that off to the side. We don't need our stamping mat right now. Let's scoot that over. Oh, if you're following me along with us, we'll be doing our good news segment later in this episode. So don't forget that. We will be looking at Proverbs chapter 4. So if you've been reading along, if you want to read chapter 4 today, that's great. And if you want to continue on into the future, like for next week, maybe read chapter 5 and 6. And we talked about how Proverbs helps us. Proverbs in the Bible really helps us to live kind of like a wise life, a life that will really be good for us. So we will talk about that a little bit. That will be at the end of the show today. I need to get my name out of there. Nope. There we go. I always forget I have several different screens to pick from where all this stuff is stored, and I kind of bounce around there. So here we go. Just for fun, I think I will grab out, I'll do the first 3 letters here. So we'll do like ABC. Let me go ahead and get those out. And then we'll do like 1, 2, 3. So ABC, 1, 2, 3. Like you've heard that song, right? The Jacksons. That works out good. Jackson 5. ABC 1, 2, 3. So we will die cut these. Ooh, these guys are really taped in there real good. So all of our dies are taped down, and what happens is sometimes these, you probably experience this when you go to open them yourself, it's sometimes going to be challenging to get these dies out. There we go. I've got those out of there, and there's my A, B, and C. And let's go ahead and get our numbers out of here. I hope all of you are having an awesome day, and April is off to a good start for you. If you are a club member in the Die Club or Stamp Club, Happy Mail is on its way to you. Remember, I shipped that out today. If you want to join the club, you can sign up. We're shipping out the Koala Cutie stamps and dies now from Southern California. Your order could go out today if you want it. Okay, I've got these. Let's see. I need some cardstock. Let's get some things that will look good together. Ooh, I'm going to try to use that because I already have some adhesive on there. So let's see if that will work. And let's see. This one doesn't have adhesive. So I'm going to take a sheet of this. And it does peel here. If you have not used Stamps of Life adhesive, it's really great. Adhesive sheets is really great. Just think of it, whenever you use these, you're taking your cardstock and you're kind of making it into a sticker. So any dies that you cut and there's adhesive behind it, your die becomes a sticker. You don't have to add adhesive to it later. It's ready to go. So that's what I'm doing there. And I want to make sure I kind of have these things lined up correctly. Let's see. I may not have enough for that. I'll have to do the letters in gold. the letters in gold, and then I'm going to do that for the background. Let's use that. Let's see that there. That works. That's an A for the background. I'm going to need another piece of, we'll do the letters first, and then we'll come back and we'll have to do the numbers with something different because there's not quite enough space on this cardstock that I already have. Let me get that centered for you a little bit better so you can see what's going on. So I put the background dies on here, and this type of paper is a little bit thicker. It's our glitter paper, so I'm going to run it through twice to make sure that cuts out. And the tricky part for me is going to be when trying to peel off all this adhesive. It will be, I have my glasses, so I will be able to at least see what I'm doing. So I will hopefully not take too long trying to peel these. So there's our background for all of these guys. Let's set that over there. Maybe I can keep that from hitting me. Great. And those did cut out real nice, running through twice just to make sure. That was a good move. So I don't think there's anything extra on there I can do. So we're going to set that off to the side. I've used those 3 background dies so we don't mix them up. Now I need the letters. Let's go ahead and grab these. Oops. A, B, and C we're doing. And the alphabets are always fun. They're very versatile. You can use it in so many different ways, so many different occasions. And of course, numbers for birthdays or anniversaries when you're celebrating anything that adds a number. These striped number dies and alphabet dies will come in really handy. So I've got A, B, and C, so I'm going to be able to match that up. And we're going to run that through. Here we go. And let's do that. Great. Things going good so far. Better check out my comments over here. Make sure everything is good. Good. All right, here we are. So I don't keep track of these right now. They are going to get lost, definitely. So we have some of those magnetic sheets. This would be a great set to have a magnetic sheet with. Okay, these are a little more delicate, but they do have the adhesive on it. This will be interesting if I'll be able to peel these or not. If it takes me too long, I might have to skip the numbers. Oh, I goofed up. So you see what I did is I ran the letters through, but I missed the adhesive sheet. So I'm going to have to do that again. That was a fail. Like if I had my sound things all set up here, I would give myself the buzzer right there or the boing because I messed that up. So let's try it. Easy fix, but I missed my adhesive sheet there. Let's run it through one more time. All right, Ken, you can do it. I know you can. All right. Easy. Let's make sure we don't get these old ones mixed up. They would work, but look, no adhesive. How sad. Let's try again. Here we go. I was wondering why they felt so thin when I went to pull them off the sheet. It's because it did not have the adhesive under there. All right. We've got those. Let's see. I might need a little paper piercer here to help me out. So let's try to do that. Knock that through there and peel that off. Oop. Now it's time to break out the glasses. Time to break out the old glasses. Here we go. Now I can see better. At least I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, this will be the part where it's a little bit. Uh-oh, that's not good. That one's sticking in there and we want that to come out. There we go. Okay, got that out of there. Good. We're moving along. We still haven't got to the tricky part yet of really peeling them. That one came out a little bit easier. Of course, you have all the dots. If you want to go through and poke out all the dots, you can do that. Just to save time, I'm not going to worry about pulling those out right now. If you had one, I have this nice rolling tool here. You can just run it over there. It'll take out all of those little dots. So let's see. How do we want to do this? Okay, I have my backgrounds. Where are my background pieces that I had cut? There they are. And I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing okay. And I did put adhesive on here, or I put the adhesive sticker on here, the adhesive sheet, so this should peel for us. Great. There's one, not too bad. Not too bad. So it's nice and sticky already. I'm going to put that on there. That's our C. And let's get our B ready here. Again, every letter has the shadow with it on these sets. Same with the numbers. You can use the shadows, which I think it makes it a big difference, but you don't have to. So you have the different options, different things you can do with this. But the shadow will, since the letters are a little bit thinner, will make the letters, I think, stand out a little bit more. So you might like that yourself. Okay, I've got that. And I am going to, let's see, I'll lift this up so you can see a little bit better. So I've got these. There's my A, B, and C, the shadows. And let's go ahead and now, if we can peel this, we'll be in business. And on the next one, probably the numbers, I will just cut them, and I will not, on that, just because this takes a little bit of extra time, I will not peel them and put them down. But I want to just show you at least how this works. And so here with the numbers, this is nice to see how the adhesive pulls out all those little extra dots that I was telling you about. So there's only one dot that was stuck in there, and that's probably the one that I was fooling around with. So that's kind of a nice benefit of those sheets. They kind of take out that extra, so we don't have to worry about running the little tool over it. Got that. There's our A. This is a fun font. A, B, and let's go ahead and get the C on there too. Last one. And then we'll just run the numbers through and we'll lay them on top of each other, but we won't adhere them. Okay. And there is our C. So this is a nice combination. Would definitely be, maybe it's a school color. I was thinking if it was a little more yellowish, goldish, it would be like a USC color. But now it really makes me think Christmas. These would be really awesome at Christmas time. And these are ones you would want to burnish down, and then they would stay in place. They need to be, that's where you kind of smush those together. So that's nice. That is the striped alphabets. Let's do the numbers real quick. And I'm going to run it through this time. Again, we're not going to worry about using adhesive this time. And so I did all the letters. Did I save the numbers over here, or did I peel the numbers off yet? No. Good, good, good. I'm just trying to keep them from getting mixed up. So now we're going to do the 1, 2, and 3. And you can see those letters would look really nice, like on the front of your card. So there you go. There they use the red and the white. My sample of using the gold with the white. Different options for you, different ways you can use those. And again, we're doing numbers here, so we're going to need a cutting pad, and we'll add that there. And we have our 3. And this time we'll just run these through here, through this side. How can we do this? Speed things up a bit. Maybe this time I'm going to pick a different background just to give you a different option of what you can see. So there's our 1, 2, 3. Now these don't take that much space at all. So on one sheet of cardstock, look, you could really get a lot of numbers and letters. I didn't think about that. There is lots of space for you. And so I've got that. Let's do that part real quick. And just to shorten things up, I will go back this way. So we should have our numbers there ready to go. those out of there and keep those all together so I can find them. There's the 1, 2, and 3. And we're done with this sheet. So let's see. Let's pick a different color for our background now. Now we have red still, but what would look good behind that? Oh, let's try something different. Let's just do white this time. Let's try just plain old white powdered sugar cardstock. That'll be a nice contrasting color. Okay, we got that. And I need the background dyes. Those are there. Got them. And we're going to run this through there. Again, super easy to do. You have the option of using adhesive sheets or not. I think in the end, you'd really be happier if you do use them. I know trying to get adhesive onto that with a roller would be a little bit challenging. All right, here we go. So we've got these backgrounds, and I'm going to put it on something so you can really see what I'm doing here. So let's get that red out again. So we have our cardstock here, and I have the backgrounds. Let's go and lay those out. So again, I don't have any adhesive on this. You would have to, in this case, on all of these, you would be applying the adhesive. And let's see if these guys will pop out. Oh, you know what? I did it by mistake. I am really not paying attention to that. So these guys do have adhesive, so that's good. We'll give it a try. Where is my pokey tool? Oh, I dropped it on the floor. That's why I can't find it. So I do have a question for you right now. We have springtime here. What is when you think about springtime, what pops into your mind about what is something that is a favorite for you for this time of the year? Maybe it's a memory, or maybe it's something you like to do, or maybe it's something you celebrate. What do you like about spring? That will be a question that I would love to add in the chat. Tell me something you like about spring. Of course, we think of the season. It gets nice and warm and we get out of the cold. We think of flowers and planting things, all that kind of stuff. So if any of those things are your favorite, maybe you have some special memory from spring, something you like to do with your family. There's some celebration or event that happens every year. Or maybe there's somebody you really love who has a birthday, or maybe your anniversary comes in spring. What do you like about spring? When you think of spring, I think most people are optimistic about the spring season. Kind of winter is, we can have some fun in winter, but summertime winter, well, in California, it's not probably as bad as some of you guys have it. But you probably get tired of the cold after a while, I would say. But in spring, it kind of like is an optimistic time. So tell us what you would like, what you enjoy about spring. If there's one thing that pops out in your mind that's extra special, or if you just have a bunch of things, just add a comment in there real quick. I'd love to hear from all of you. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Here in Southern California, we're actually getting a little bit of rain this week. It rained a little bit yesterday. We were not expecting that. Not much, but it did rain. And then it's kind of cool and overcast right now, partly sunny. And I think we're going to get some more rain on Thursday. So we kind of get these April showers. But Friday is supposed to be a nice day. And by the weekend, I think it's all supposed to clear out. So there's another example there for you. That's using, it looks like strawberry or cranberry with a white background. So you can do that. We have the other option where I use the Stamps of Life. That's a gold glitter paper along with the striped alphabet. We got the numbers, we got the alphabet, and then I'll give you an idea of a card with a combination of these. You can use the numbers and the letters together. So that is all for you on the Stamps of Life website if you want it. There are some extra books that would give you ideas, but not specifically. I didn't specifically see the book, the striped book that I have. So that must be like a Ken exclusive. I don't know how it is that I'm the only one that has it. but it's not on the website. But there are a couple other die set books that you could use. Okay, let me check out these answers, see who jumped in the chat and answered my question. So I will actually see if I can pop these up. That's a good idea. Yeah, Grindelia says you can also add the adhesive sheets to felt. That's right. And very nice to use with the more intricate dies. Let's see. Kellyanne says she's late. Well, we're glad you're here, Karen. So here's our answers for what you like about spring. Karen says flowers blooming. Yep. Bryant, is that forever? Wildflowers in bloom. Yep. Everybody likes flowers. That's great. Melissa, do any of you grow flowers? That'd be my next question. The flowers we grow are usually seasonal and they last a very short time. We're not the best plant people. Grandelia says family time outside, the grass having a picnic. That sounds like fun. Beth says flowers blooming. Yep. Everybody loves flowers. Teresa says watching the flowers blooming. There's someplace down here south of us in Carlsbad. They have these fields of flowers that bloom every year that are really beautiful. Kellyanne says, I love when it gets warm enough to go outside and enjoy my coffee in the morning. That's a good one. Chicks, friend me and myself says, yeah, maybe get some eggs. Andy Zach says, I like the longer sunshine time. Oh, that was one for me too. I like the longer days. Going swimming, says Barbara. And Veer says, nature's the first blooming is awesome. And Shelby also says, blooming flowers, the smell of the greenhouse, or the smell of the greenhouse. Yeah, if you have a greenhouse, that would be fun. Gardening, says Linda. And Damari says the weather. Yeah, yep. And Barbara says she does grow roses. Awesome, Barbara. You should take a picture for us sometime and post it somewhere where we can see your flowers. So everybody enjoy spring. We're getting out of the cold. We're getting into warmer times, and then we'll be getting into summer. Okay, next we are moving on. We are moving on to our next item. Let's do that. And I have not a new collection, but something from the past that I bet a lot of you have. And if not, you might have some of the ones that are very, very similar. So you can even think of the ones that you have and you can use them with some of the ideas I'm going to show you. Let's see, where is my option there? I should have that. This is the Stamps of Life, Little Peeps, one of the guys from our Little Peep collection. It is the giraffe and horse combination. Now, when I thought about it, I thought that was kind of an unusual combination. I thought it was going to be zebra and giraffe together because that kind of like going jungle, but Stephanie decided to do horse. So horse and giraffe come together in this one. We do also have a zebra though. And I do have some, I think later on as we get to, turn this off real quick, as we progress maybe into the summer, I think I'll show you the zebra collection too. So this is horse and giraffe. It is from July of 2021. So almost 4 years old, right? We're in April of 2025. Wow, I can't believe how the time is going by. You do get a lot here. Let's see, dies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 11 dies. Let's check on the website. I don't want to misquote you. Wrong numbers. And I think I have this. Here's the stamp set you get. And let me show you that. The stamp set you get. Oh, there it is. You get 7 stamps. 7 stamps. So you get the 2 big images of the characters there. You get your giraffe and your horse. What's fun with these guys, remember, is if you have other little peeps, the clothes will fit on them. So you can mix and match clothes from your other little peep set with this one. So that's kind of fun to do. And then the dies, well, let's look at these card samples first. So we'll scroll through those. Some good ones. There is the zebra. For some reason, that's why I picture them together. I think I've seen a lot of cards with the giraffe and zebra together. There's our giraffe. Makes me think of Toys R Us. Does anybody remember Toys R Us? They used to have, what do they call it? The mascot was a giraffe. Toys R Us. I remember spending lots of time there when I was a kid. Stand tall, it says. Stand tall. That stamp comes with it. There you have the horse and giraffe together. Happy birthday on that one, and a video. And there's your images. Remember, our stamps are made in the USA. You're going to get real nice impressions. I'm going to show you how to do that here over on the die cutting table or in my workstation. We'll stamp it real quick. And let's see, then the dies are down here. I think you get even more dies than stamps. Yes, you get 12 dies in this set, 12 dies. And I think it's going to be mostly the same card samples that are there. But I do have a few samples to show you as well. And then if you scroll down, you're going to see some of the other little peeps guys. So if you wanted to dress your giraffe up as a baseball player, you could use the little baseball uniform right there. That would work. And there's the dies. So there are a bunch of different characters. There's some add-on sports sets. Let's go back a page and see if it shows us any more of the little peeps. There should be a bunch more listed. No, I will have to fix that. I'm going to write myself a note because there on the giraffe, there should be a lot more little peeps listed. We have a lot of little characters. I think there's like a cat and a dog. Is there a pig, a bear? There's a lot of them. I know for sure. So let me show you these samples. Let's check those out. And then right after I show you these samples, we're going to do our quiz, okay? So hang in there. We're going to do the quiz. This is always fun when we do our games together. So we're going to do our quiz. And I will need your help. It's spring themed. So it's going to be challenging because I think there's a lot of questions that are kind of all over the place. So it's going to take each of us to have our specific area of knowledge to be able to get these answers right. But we're going to try our best. Now, again, like I said earlier, if you're watching at a later time, we want you to always participate with our questions, our answers. So be sure to jump in. Okay, this is our giraffe and our horse, and I will show you these card samples that I have with me. Let's get that set up. And here we go. Stand tall and using a nice kind of swirly background die there. That looks great. You can see right through there. A couple of our little guys playing soccer. That's a great one. And then here's our hello with our, I think it was Jeffrey the giraffe, right? That was at Toys R Us. Jeff. Yes, Beth said that. Thanks, Beth. I just popped in my mind and then I saw Beth's comment. Jeffrey the giraffe. You are right. You are right. And those were both A2 cards there. This looks like maybe a mini slimline here. Stand tall, it says. You got the little kite there. That's a fun combination, especially for spring. It was breezy last night here, and it's supposed to be windy still today. So good kite flying time. Here we are on a 5x7. That's the striped background. I know Stephanie used this on one of our episodes not too long ago on the crafting corner. I want to remind you on the 5x7, it comes with the striped dies like this. You can use the background die or you can use without. So it's a 5x7 base that has the extra panel in it. So you can make it striped like that or you can leave it out. Up to you. Of course, the giraffe being a little bit longer works really good with these mini slim lines. And then stand tall one more time on an A2 card. Sadly, our poor little horse only made it onto one card. That is kind of strange. I must have lost some samples somewhere. But if you need to see more ideas, go back again to the website. Okay, we're going to leave these over here because we're going to come back to that. And let's go ahead and check out our quiz. Let's see what we can do. We're going to team up. We're going to get this right. We're going to do it. This is going to be challenging. I know it. But we can get this right. Let's see if you guys can see me now. Nope. Oh, what happened? There we go. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Here we go. There's 24 questions, and we are going to try to get through all 24 of these this time. We're going to do our best, okay? So bear with me, but if we help each other out, I think we can get them. I don't think they're that hard, not if we're working together. So I'm going to try to get this screen shared here. And so you can see the questions. And so you in the chat, I need you to help me out. Okay. Make sure you answer these questions along with me. Traditionally, we fail at this. We fail on these quizzes, but today I'm feeling optimistic. We're going to do better. We are going to do better for sure. So let's give it a shot. Okay, I have that, and I want to share. I think I can do it. Share a screen. I'm going to share one. Okay, here we go. Quiz time. Everybody, let's help me out. Now, this one I know, but I want one of you guys to answer me because I'm a California person. So you probably, some of you might know this. What birds return to San Juan Capistrano shortly before spring each year? Does anybody know that one? Does anybody know that one? I know it. What birds return to San Juan Capistrano in the spring? Swallows. Yes, yes. I'm just going to go. You got that one right. So we are going. Yes, 1 for 1. Which Disney feature film contains the song Little April Shower? Little April Shower. Now, this one I don't know. I need your help. Little April Shower. Which movies? Which movie? Does anybody know this one? Does anybody know this one? This is trickier. Which Disney feature film contains the song Little April Showers? Bambi. Okay. Who said that? Andy says Bambi. Awesome. Yes, 2 for 2. We're on a roll. When the tradition of collegiate spring break began in 1930, oh, this is tricky. In 1935, spring break started as the celebration. What Florida city was the destination? This is a tougher one. Does anybody know where they used to go party in 1935? Does anybody know where they used to party in 1935? Before all of us were born, I think. Does anybody know? Karen says Fort Lauderdale. You think all the way back that far? Gainesville, says Diane. And Deb says Fort Lauderdale. Ooh, this is going to be tough, you guys. I see mostly Fort Lauderdale, so we're going to try it. But I think Fort Lauderdale might be the more modern. Oh, good job. Good job. You were right. Which famous couple celebrates a wedding anniversary on April 29th? Now, how can they put Kim Kardashian and Kanye West? They're not married anymore. So who celebrates a April 29th wedding anniversary? Kim and Kanye, Angelina and Brad, Prince William and Kate, or Barack and Michelle Obama? Who celebrates a wedding anniversary on April 29th? How are we supposed to know this? Do any of you know this one? Okay, Diane says Prince William. Let's try it. Let's try it. William Kate. All right, awesome. No, I hope none of you guys are Googling. No cheating. No cheating allowed. We don't cheat here at the Stamps of Life. Well, most of the time we don't cheat. Which Greek goddess is associated with spring? Athena, Hera, I don't know how to say that one. Persephone and Artemis. Does anybody know this one? Do you know your Greek mythology? Greek mythology. Which couple? Oops, I lost that. Or 5 for 5, so 4 for 4. Which Greek goddess is associated with spring? Does anybody know this one? Ooh, this is a tough one. I think I've only heard of Athena and Artemis. Those are the only ones I've heard of. Oh, you guys are saying that the one I don't know how to say? Okay. Yes. Woo, we're on a roll. What are the 3 zodiac signs of spring? So April, May, and June. What are the zodiac signs? I don't know the zodiac sign. I know my own. March is Pisces, but I don't know all these other ones. What are the 3 zodiac signs of spring? Does anybody know those? Aries, okay. Anybody else? Andy's got Aries already. Oh, what is it? Oh, Ellen knows all about when she came back in spring. Good job, Ellen. Aries. Okay, good. Oh gosh, guys, we're on a roll. 6 for 6. What do people often dance around when celebrating May Day? The maypole, right? Maypole. I'm going to say maypole. Yes. Okay. Number 8. What uniform number do all players in Major League Baseball wear each April 15th to honor Jackie Robinson? Ooh, here's a sports question. I think I know this. I'm going to let you guys guess. What number was Jackie Robinson's number, and do they use in baseball to celebrate Jackie Robinson? Does anybody remember this one? Oh, Diane said 33. Oh, Oh, I don't think so, Diane. No. Almost your birthday. Ellen says 42 question. I am saying 42. Yes. Which collegiate sport finishes up its March Madness tournament shortly after spring? Right now, you guys know this one. The Final Four, the Sweet 16, March Madness is basketball. Number 10, which music includes spring? A violin concerto that is part of the Four Seasons. Oh, whose music includes spring? Do any of you know this? This I will not know. I'm counting on you guys. This would make us 10 for 10. Whose music includes spring? A violin concerto that is part of the Four Seasons. Does anybody know who wrote the concerto called Four Seasons? Vivaldi. Gosh, where would I be without you guys? Awesome. In the children's book, Charlotte's Web, which animal is a spring pig? Does anybody remember the spring pig in Charlotte's Web? I read this book, but I don't remember. Can you guys help me on this one? Wilbur. Wilbur's the pig. Okay, Charlotte's the spider, right? Wilbur. All right. Perfect 11-11. Which country groups included the song See You in the Spring on its 2010 album? Ooh, this will be more challenging. Which country group, country music group, included the song See You in the Spring on its 2010 album? Have you guys ever heard of a song called See You in the Spring? The Judds, the Dixie Chicks, Courtyard Hounds, or Little Big Town? I don't know this one. I'm counting on you guys. I'm counting on you. Somebody bail me out because I don't think I can get this one. Our streak's going to be over. If you're out there and you're not answering, please help us. Does anybody know See You in the Spring? The song See You in the Spring. Nobody. They always say to pick like C, the third one, right? Should we do that? Ooh, the Judds, Damari says. Ellen's guessing the Dixie Chicks. Okay, Damari, this is all on you. See, my thought was right. Courtyard Hounds would have been A, B, C. You see? Wow, we got one wrong. Not bad. Who is known as the founder of Earth Day? Earth Day, is it John F. Kennedy, Jerry Brown, Al Gore, or Gaylord Nelson? Gaylord Nelson is my guess. Who is known as the founder of Earth Day? Because I don't think any of these other people would be credited with that. You guys think it's Gaylord? Oh, I just don't think it's any of the other ones. Earth Day. I'm going to guess this one, okay? Al Gore, Diane says. Ooh. I'm going to try Gaylord. All right. Sorry, Diane. I didn't go with Al Gore. That was too recent. In what year did the U.S. begin celebrating Earth Day on April 22nd? Ooh. When did the USA start celebrating Earth Day? What year do you think it was that how long have we been celebrating Earth Day? Gosh. I think it's 75 or 65. Anybody know? This is just a random one. No help. 70? No, 70? That's one of them, yeah. Damari says 70. Ellen says 75. We're just going to go with 70. We're just guessing on this one, guys. I don't think any of us know. Oh, good guess, Damari. Way to go. What event is observed in Christian churches 1 week before Easter? 1 week before Easter is Palm Sunday. According to the famous saying, March comes in like a lion, but goes out like what? Who knows that one? I don't know. According to the famous saying, March comes in like a lion, but goes out like what? We are on our way to get an A, you guys. We are on a way to get an A, over 90%. We've only got one wrong so far. A lamb. Is that right? Okay, you guys, thanks, because I didn't know. I didn't know that one. What is the average temperature Fahrenheit in Paris in April? What do you think the average is? So it's in April. It's coming out of winter. It's not really hot. So I would say it's not the lowest or the high. Well, what do you guys think the average temperature is? What do you think the average temperature is in April? I think we're just guessing Fahrenheit. I would say either 67 or 52. 52? I see a couple 52s. Let's try it. Yes, good job. Over how many inches of rain does New York City average in April? This is a tricky one too. When it's just numbers like this, how are they think we're going to get it without guessing? How much rain does New York City average in April? I have a feeling it's high. I have a feeling it's one of the higher ones. I have a feeling it's one of the higher ones. What do you guys think for rain in New York? Michelle says only 2. Who else? Oh, we got a 6, a 10. We're all over the place on this one. Guessing 8. Yeah, I think we're all guessing on this one. I'm going to guess 8 too. What the heck? Now, 4, only 4 inches. Did anybody say 4? Oh, nobody said 4, so at least we couldn't have got it wrong. What flower is sometimes called the ladder to heaven? Ooh, this is a tricky one. Ladder to heaven. What flower is sometimes called the ladder to heaven? I don't know this one. I do not know this one. Lily of the valley, hydrangea, is that rose, and marigold. Who knows? The flower, what flower is sometimes called the ladder to heaven? Rose, says Ellen. Ladder to heaven. Lily, Lily, says Annette and Teresa. Rose, says Diane. Oh, you guys are putting me on the spot. Marigold. Oh, we're in trouble now because we're getting every answer. Guessing Lily, Rose, Lily. Flower, the ladder to heaven. We're going to try Lily. I don't know. Oh, good one. Whoever said Lily, good. If you said Rose, What is the birthstone of babies born in April? April birthstone. I think it's diamond. Is it diamond? Somebody confirm that. What is the birthstone for April? Birthstone for April. Diamond. Yes, that's what I say. Diamond. All right. A couple more. Old garden, grandiflora, and floribunda are all types of which flower? Have you guys heard of these? Old garden, grandiflora, and floribunda are all types of which flower? Which flower? I need that thinking clock now. Tick, 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 tick. I don't know. I'm not a gardener. Roses, yeah, because some of you guys said you are flower people, so somebody should know this. So we've got 2 roses so far. Annette also says rose. Karen said rose. All right, that's 3 out of 4. Deb had question mark by carnation, so let's try. Roses, yes. In the Northern Hemisphere, what is the first day of spring also known as? Ooh. What is the first day of spring known as in the Northern Hemisphere? It's not blue moon, and it's not winter solstice. Is it the vernal equinox or the celestial sync? I think Andy says the vernal. That's what I was going to say. The vernal equinox. Let's try it. Yes. 23, which U.S. city is known for its annual cherry blossom festival in the spring? I know this one. Washington, D.C. Yes. On what day in May is Mexican culture celebrated? I know a day that in the United States we celebrate for Mexico is the 5th, but do you think that's the day that they celebrate in Mexico? Who knows? Who knows the Mexican holidays? You say the 5th also? Cinco de Mayo? That's what I think too, but is this a trick question or not? We're going to say 5, but wait. I clicked the wrong one. So we get that one right. I meant to click 5. So we still have 2 wrong. So we got out of 24, so it said 21, but we actually got 22 out of 24. Ken just clicked the wrong button. 22 out of 24. Look at that. Great, you guys. We finally got an A. We just barely got it, but we did it. We got an A together. How about that? An A today for spring. So we know our spring stuff. We finally found our kind of strong point. If it would have been just me, it would have been about 10 out of 25. So you see, you really did help me out a lot. You helped me out a lot today. So we went, oh, why do I have that over there? Thanks for your help. So we went from an F with Ken only to an A with all of you. Awesome. Awesome. I think everybody chipped in and helped out. That was great. So it definitely was a team effort. I could have got the sports ones right and a couple of random ones right, but then I was lost. So all those flower ones, I leave those ones for you. I think mostly ladies out there watching, you know your flowers better than I do. And so you did a good job on all those flower questions and season questions. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at these real quick. I'm just going to do a couple stamps here, and then we'll finish up with our good news segment. Let me get these samples over here, and let's switch on over. So good job again. We finally found a quiz we can do. I'm proud of all of you. You bailed me out. That's the biggest thing. You took me from an F, an F to an A. That is impressive. An F to an A. All right, here we have, we're going to go ahead and take the larger images out. We'll stamp let's do the giraffe and the horse, both of them. That will be fun. I did test these guys out yesterday, and the images came out really nice. Let me get some cardstock here, and I will zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. We're a little bit lower when we don't use the die machine. Let me get that out of the way. Whoops. Set that there. And here we go. And then let's zoom in a bit so we can see what we're doing. All right. Ooh, not that much, Ken. There we go. That should be nice. No, even a little bit closer. Perfect. And we'll brighten things up a little bit there. Let's put this on here so our camera doesn't get all not knowing what to do. When there's no lines or there's nothing but just one solid color, the cameras really have a hard time focusing, which makes sense. It's just like, hey, there's a color there, but what am I supposed to be looking at? The camera doesn't always know. So here we go. Now we can see what's going on. Here's my stamps. I'm going to get a block. And I've been using this gray, this storm ink a lot, so we're going to go ahead and use that again. And that is looking a little bit bright now, so let's go ahead and turn that down 1 or 2. Okay, that's better. And let's get our stamp here. We'll do the horse first. Again, this is the Stamps of Life Little Peeps horse and giraffe combination. So you get both of these images. And again, remember, like I was telling you, most of the clothes from the other Little Peeps collections will work with these guys, and vice versa. So these stamps, the clothing or the dies here that come in this collection, you can also use with some of your other Little Peeps. Now, if you have them, maybe you already know about mixing and matching. And if you have them, this is a reminder for you that these guys can really make some fun little spring cards. Like, look at this. These guys playing soccer together. Or this stand tall giraffe. Nice, pretty spring colors. Stand tall. Fun, fun, fun you can have with this collection. So let me make sure I have a good amount of ink there. It looks like I've got that all lined up. I'm going to set that on my cardstock, and I just press nice. And for, oh, it looks like I might have missed a line there. Did I miss a spot? Yep, I missed. Look at that. I even saw it once I laid it down. Let's fix that. That was a user error. The stamp was great, but I did not get ink on it. And I saw it right when I was going down to press it down. So I was all, I knew I missed that spot. Let's try again. Let's try again. Let's go right next to this guy. Boop. And just give pressure to all different spots of your stamp. We'll lift up. Look at that. So there you see I missed just a little arm there, which if you had clothes, it would cover up. But there, that one's done perfect. Let's give it another try here. Let's get our giraffe. We'll call him Jeffrey in honor of Toys R Us. Jeffrey the giraffe. Was Toys R Us a national brand or just in California? I remember stores in California, and I remember them closing down what it was like 10 or 15 years ago, but I don't know if they were national or just in California. So did you have a Toys R Us in your area? Thinking of Jeffrey the Giraffe. California, where I am, yes, there were Toys R Us. Did you have a Toys R Us in your area? Let me know. Add that in the chat. Again, thanks everybody for the quiz. Took a little bit, but we got through all 24 questions. I don't think we've ever done all 24 questions because we knew about halfway through that we were going to do terrible. So we just kind of gave up. So I'm getting the ink on there. But today we were on a roll. So we got 22 out of 24. That was really good. Really, really good. Okay, I'm looking at that. That looks like I've got ink everywhere on there. But I want to make sure because there are a little few different lines here on the inside. That looks like I have something everywhere. All right, let's go ahead and add our giraffe here. See how he turns out. And again, some pressure all over the block. Looking good. So there we have our two good ones. Cover him up. That was the user error. The other ones look awesome. And then, of course, you could take your dies and you could just lay them right over. You could cut it out with a shadow, cut it right on top. You have different options with the dies. So they do come with the shadow and the main image. You could probably do some paper piecing with these guys too as well. So those are options. That is the, you can buy them separately. I would recommend if you're going to buy them that you buy them together where you get the stamps and dies together. And that's a great combination. That's the Little Peeps Giraffe and Horse collection on the Stamps of Life website. Great for spring card making for younger kids, maybe a birthday or something you want to celebrate. Maybe you have a horse lover or an animal lover that likes giraffes. That's a great collection to use for all of that. Okay, we are going to wrap things up here. If you have your Bible, if you want to read along with us today, we are going to jump in and finish up our who says they had Toys R Us. Let's see. So Grandelia, I think you're in California, right? So you would remember like me. Who else is in here? Andy says national brand Toys R Us. We had them in Michigan, says Karen. And Barbara says Toys R Us is in Macy's or in some of Macy's. Oh, maybe they have little sections where they use the brand name. Sometimes the brand goes away, but they keep like a little section like that because people remember it and they're familiar with it. Grandelia said yes. Andy said, yep, they were in Maryland. Damari says we had a Toys R Us in Long Island, New York and New York City. Ellen says national brand. Yes. How could we all be Toys R Us kids otherwise? You're right, Ellen. I forgot about that song. Teresa says, yep, New York, national. And Arizona had them, Karen says. So they were everywhere. I was only in California, so how was I to know? It was a real thing to me, so I figured it might be a real thing to you guys, but I was starting to think, well, I'm talking about this Jeffrey the Giraffe, and I'm talking about Toys R Us. Well, maybe they don't even know what I'm talking about, right? But you know. All right, we are in Proverbs chapter 4, and we are reading through the Proverbs. It helps us to gain some wisdom. And today we are looking at, let me see, get rid of that one, and we'll add that up. We are looking at, this will be kind of short and a little bit briefer today because it kind of just gets right to the point. It talks about as we live for God, there is a path that is lit up, lots of light, lots of good things, and then there's a path that's kind of dark. Well, prior to the verses that we get to, there's a description of what it is to live a life where these people they're kind of up to no good, really is what it comes down to. And you can read the descriptions kind of like in starting around verse, and when chapter 4, verse, say verse, no. Is that the one I wanted? Yeah, that's the right chapter. So it talks about wisdom. Okay, in verse 14, it talks about the path of the wicked. And Remember, Solomon is kind of writing these Proverbs as a warning to, in this case, his son, who he left, or he left this information to his son, but it applies to all of us. But it's a warning about don't hang around with the wicked. The people are up to no good. Their life is just focused on doing things that aren't good. And in the end, it's kind of ruined for them. But we get to our verse, which is, and I will pop this up on the screen here, verse 18 and 19, I believe. And it says, "But the path of the just is like the shining sun that shines ever brighter unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is like darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble." So if we had read those prior verses, we see how living a life that is not pursuing God and pursuing evil really ends up being trouble. And that kind of leads us to this verse. Now, what was being warned about here, Solomon was saying, he's warning us, don't hang around with these kind of people that cause trouble, that get into trouble, that are looking for trouble, are trying to create problems. Avoid them is what Solomon was saying. And we want to do that. And in our verse, we see, so we want to be on that path of the just. Well, what makes us just and righteous? How do we become just and righteous? It is when we place our faith in Jesus that we become right with God. When we just believe in him, we become a just person, a righteous person. And switch that off. So you have our verse there, verse 18 and 19. We want to be just and righteous people. And sometimes we think maybe, I have to do something to be right with God, or I have to act a certain way, or get my act together, or all these different kind of things. But you know what? If we want to be right and just with God, all we have to do is believe. And it's interesting. We were in Genesis, and we were reading the story about Abraham. He becomes a little bit later. And there's this part of the story when it sounds like Abraham was a little afraid and he was uncertain about his future, but God promised him that he was going to bless him and his family. And though they were a small group of people at this time, they were going to become a great nation one day. That's what God told Abraham to expect. And it just says that, you know what? Abraham believed God, and God counted it for him as righteousness. So for Abraham to be right with God, all he had to do was believe. Abraham didn't even do anything. It's the same thing for us. If we want to be just and right with God, all we have to do is believe. And what does it say right there? It says, the path of the just is like the shining sun. When we are just and righteous, when we are walking with God, when we are walking with Jesus, living in our hearts through the Holy Spirit, it's like life just becomes totally different. We're on this path that is lit up, well lit. Everything is looking good. We can see things clearer than we used to see them. We have greater insight, understanding. We have blessings. It is such an awesome thing to be walking on this path where we are in the light. So what it talks about, like the shining sun, think of the midday when, in the morning the sun comes up, things are a little bit dimmer, and at nighttime, you start to lose that. But think of the middle of the day when it's the fullness, the brightness of the day. We get to walk in that. That's what it means, the perfect day. It's like the perfect time of the day when everything is illuminated. We can have that in our lives as we are walking with the Lord. He's giving light to us, and everything's exposed. We can see better. We have better understanding. We have better insight into life. We can walk in a better and good life. And so that is part of what walking with Jesus is all about. We don't want to be people who are just kind of on that path that's in darkness. We could stumble, we could fall, like it says here, that the path of the wicked is like darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble. When you're in the darkness and you're trying to walk on a path, you can trip, fall, get caught up. You miss obstacles, you miss roadblocks, things that are meant to mess you up. But if we are in the light, we're going to be on the right path. We're going to be on the path that is leading us to the Lord. That's the place we want to be. We want to avoid being in that second group. We don't want to be in the darkness. The way we get the light, Jesus said, I am the light of the world. We ask him into our lives, into our hearts. He illuminates and changes our lives. I don't know if you had that experience when you put your faith in Jesus, where all of a sudden you could just see things totally different than you used to see them. I know that the things I thought, or maybe the way I acted, or the things I did, or the things that were important to me were totally changed when I met the Lord. And I don't know if you had that experience too. Like when Jesus comes into your light, he just enlightens and changes everything about us. And that is so awesome. That's a part of being born again, to be a follower of Jesus. We're no longer walking in the darkness. And that's what Proverbs is all about. The Lord wants a very good path for us, a path that is well lit, a path where we know the best direction for us to go, the most prosperous direction for us to go, the direction that will lead us to where we're experiencing life to the fullest, where we're experiencing the abundant life that the Lord wants for us. So if we're following on, we're on the straight path, we're with the Lord, we're staying on that, we're in the light, and then at the same time, we're avoiding the darkness. What a life we could live with Jesus. I think that's exciting to think about. So let's stay in the light. Again, the best way we can get this light is by reading God's word. Taking it, and as we talked about wisdom before, right? We are taking this knowledge that's in this book, and now let's take it and apply it to our life. So as you're reading, maybe you want to read chapter 4 today. Great. Maybe there's something that specifically pops out for you. Now, you get the knowledge, but to be a wise person, now you have to go out and apply it to your life. And it's the same thing for me. When I'm picking out these verses, God, I feel like, is speaking to me. I don't hear his voice or anything like that, but I feel like God's speaking to my heart and telling me something and kind of guiding me. Now it's up to me. Am I going to take the knowledge that God has given to me, and am I going to apply it to my life? And that is wisdom. And that's what we're seeking. And if we are on the path, we're in the light, we're going to get more and more wisdom. We're going to make better and better choices. We're going to become more and more like the Lord. And that is an awesome thing to think. So if you have chosen already to walk with God, awesome. I hope that you will totally, fully be in his light today, and that you will experience him like kind of speaking to you and through his word again. Again, we kind of did chapter 4 a little bit today. If you want to go on into 5 and 6, I'm sure there are going to be some words that God would want to specifically speak to you if you will take the time to open your heart. And as you read your Bible, that you say, God, I want you to speak to me. I want to have this wisdom. I want to experience the best life that you have for me. You can get all of that just by reading God's word, and specifically in Proverbs. So I think this is a great plan for all of us. Now, if you haven't chosen yet to follow Jesus, maybe today would be the day that you simply believe. Remember how we talked about earlier, like Abraham, it says he just believed, and God said he was righteous. He was right with God. So if you ask Jesus into your heart today, you just trust him. You say, I believe in you, Jesus. I want you to come into my life. Forgive me of my sins. He's going to do all that. And if as you keep seeking after him, wanting to know him better, you keep asking him to work in your life, I guarantee he will work in your life in some amazing ways. Once you open up your life to the Lord, put your trust in him, your faith in him, he is going to do some amazing things in your life. You can count on that for sure. All right, that is a wrap. So do that. Just stay on the good path. We're doing the good path if we're in God's word. We're making wise choices and wise decisions, especially when we feel like we're hearing from God and we're taking that knowledge and applying it to our lives. That is wisdom. That is living a life on the path that is well lit. So I hope all of you will do that and join me. And let's do it today. Let's start practicing what God wants us to do today. And I think we'll be really blessed. Okay, that is it for today. I'm done. We're about a little bit late, a little bit on time. We made pretty good time here. Those numbers and letters did take a little bit of extra time than I thought, but I gave you a good idea that if you have some time to spend working with those, you can do a lot. What else? We took a look at some Little Peeps, guys, the alphabet set. That was fun. Thanks again for everybody jumping in with our quiz today. We dominated, so we're doing better. We're getting smarter, I guess. Or again, like I said, spring is just our thing, one of those things. And again, it was fun. We had a good time. Join us again on Thursday night. Thursday night, we'll be back with Stephanie's Crafting Corner. That'll be a little more crafting geared. And of course, being with Stephanie, we'll have a fun, awesome time. So I hope you can join us. If you haven't liked yet, like this. If you had a good time today, do that, like that. Add comments, even if you're watching later. We'd love to hear your comments. Thanks again, everybody, for jumping in and helping out today. We had a fun time. I hope you have a blessed Tuesday. What is this Tuesday again? April 1st. Enjoy whatever is going on in your life. We are in spring. We should be having a fun season of life. If you are a diehard Stamp Club member, your new collection of stamps and dies were mailed this morning, and you can always join the club on our website if you'd like to. That is it. I'm going to wrap it up. Have a wonderful day, all of you, and I should be out of here. Take care. I will see you next week for Take Two Tuesday again, okay? Bye-bye.